Third and 12. Flames rush forward. Late blitz on the way.
Liberty linebacker Joe Carter is quickly becoming a menace on defense.
Joe Carter going down the line of scrimmage to make the stop.
I was taught to do what you're asked to do. So whatever the coaches ask me to do, I just make sure I do it to the best of my ability.
And Joe has his parents, Michael and Patricia, to thank for instilling that personality trait in him.
Yeah, he was well-mannered, you know. We didn't have no issues with him. Yeah. It was always yes, sir, yes, ma'am with him. You know, he was a great kid. He was a great kid.
But it's not just good manners that have led to Joe's success on the field.
Joseph Carter once again on the stop.
It's been through dedicated hard work that first began when he was just 6 years old.
I think he fell in love with the sport when his older brothers were playing football. When we would get to the football field, he would just run around the football field, run around it, run up and down it, run around it. He would run and play on the football field till he's exhausted.
In high school, Joe would excel in 2 sports, but believed only one would get him to the next level.
The plan was to go to college for free, so football is a little bit easier for my height than basketball would have been. So when I got to high school, I was like, all right, back up a little bit off basketball and focus a little bit more on football.
In January of 2021, Joe's dream of playing college football was starting to become a reality. He would commit to play at the Army Academy, but when COVID happened, those plans would fall through.
My mama just sat me down and was like, trust the Lord and trust everything that he has for you, and no matter what decision you make, like, we got you, we're gonna make sure it happen.
Joe would then reach back out to the first program that showed interest in him as a player, and the only school he had visited, Liberty, and would join the team as a walk-on.
Nice to see y'all. My parents didn't see nothing. They didn't really know none of the coaches. They didn't have no real feeling on the actual place. But because I said I do want to go there, and it is a Christian school, that was like, all right, they kind of know who I am as a person and know like I'm gonna make the best of wherever I go.
Even if he wasn't on scholarship, you know, as parents, you know, we were going to do whatever we need to do. So we wanted to make sure, you know, all of our kids succeed, no matter what it takes.
The Carter family would formulate a plan to help pay for Joe's college education, and it would begin with both Patricia and Joe taking second jobs.
We both worked 2 jobs that whole summer so that we could pay for the first semester. And then once I got here, they kept paying me through.
I had to use some of my retirement out of my 401k, you know, to get the first couple of years in.
But in August of 2023, that would all change for the Carter family because head coach Jamie Chadwell would offer Joe a full scholarship.
If I hear them tearing up, I'm trying not to tear up myself. I'm like, dang, I love y'all boys and thank y'all. I was very thankful with the staff coming in and just taking that weight off of my father and my parents.
Oh, man. I was at work, and he called it and told me that. I was like, oh, man, I'm gonna burst out into tears. I was so happy. That's a moment in life that you don't forget, you know what I mean? So it was wonderful.
I told him that was a God thing. That was between you and God. Because in the Word of God said, let me prove myself to you. And that's what he did for my son.
He never gave up, you know. He knew what he wanted to do. He stayed with it, stayed in his faith, and everything through God's will is working out for him. About to go? Okay, get it. Oh, hold that right there,
It just made me grateful, but I was like, all right, now I gotta switch my mindset to now I gotta do more, help the team out in any way I can.
Just one season after receiving his scholarship, this soft-spoken, hard-working, well-mannered gentleman would tackle those new leadership roles and earn the title team captain.
He was already a nice young man, but mentally, the last couple of years, I mean, he's jumped leaps and bounds, you know. I mean, it's just so proud, you know what I mean? I'm just so proud of him.
Smith, he'll rumble down the far sideline. Joe Carter again on the stops.
It's wonderful to see, you know, where he is at this point. That's wonderful.
Joseph Carter in on the tackle.
All things are possible to him that believe, but faith without works is dead, being alone. So you have to put in the work and keep continuing to trust in God, do your part, and God is faithful.